The US dollars has been sliding since around April, weakening against the Sing dollars and the Japanese yen, while the euros and sterling have strengthened against the US dollars. Besides the Fed potentially cutting interest rates soon, what are the other key reasons behind the weak performance of the US dollars? What about its long-term trend? Will it continue to weaken further, or is a rebound into strength expected? We will use these key factors to also find out the long-term direction of the US dollars. My name is Kon Hao. My work in this channel is to study behavioral science and finance, discover correlation between different markets, and uncover potential opportunities. Before we get into today's subject, please do take some time to read into the disclaimer. Before the recent weakness, was the US dollars always that strong? That depends on which currency you are comparing it with. Over the past decades, the US dollars have depreciated by 44% against the Sing dollars and a whoopee 71% against the Swiss franc. The following example will provide us the insight into the US dollar's overall direction. The key reason why the US dollars has been so weak against the Swiss franc over the past decade: debt. The Switzerland net federal debt stood at 142 billion franc at the end of 2023, whereas the US federal debt currently is at 34 trillion US dollars, and that is many times more than that of the Switzerland. Debt created by printing money will only dilute the currency or weaken it over time. And this is clearly evident in this example of the dollar Swiss, where the Swiss has strengthened against the US dollars over the past years. So why is the US dollar still stronger than many other currencies, especially those of the emerging country? It is because of trade and business. The US remained the largest economy in the world with a GDP of 27 trillion US dollars in 2023. Therefore, how should we track the direction of the US dollars? I will monitor the US dollars with the dollar index. It measures the value of the US dollars relative to a basket of 6 major currencies: the euros, the Japanese yen, the British pound, the Canadian dollars, the krona, and the Swiss franc. It serves as a benchmark for the dollar's global strength. But it seems to be meeting resistance here in 2022. If we use all these crucial points from 1985, 2001, and 2002 and project downwards, 2022 has formed another crucial point indicating that the dollar index or the US dollars is on this downward trajectory. Based on these studies, my strategy is to sell into the US dollar strength when opportunities arise. There's always trading opportunities in CMC markets. Go to the search features and type in dollar Sing, dollar yen, euro dollar, or British pound dollar, or even the dollar index. You will find the markets that will suit you. As long as the US debt continues to rise each year, the risk of a declining dollar increases. Keep monitoring the US economic growth, its stock markets, its bond prices, and its debt level, because they are all priced in US dollars. These should provide clues about where the dollar is heading. We cannot perfectly time the market, but it is possible to get the market timing right. The market are always telling us on their next move. Stay tuned for my coming tutorial. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Feel free to leave any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you on what is about to come. Really happy that you stayed through this tutorial. You have many great trading weeks ahead.